Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They will be led out by the former Georgia Bulldog. It's Jake Fromm.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 67 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses have better focus on.
7 yards there and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw from. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Ball carrier,
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of...
Give him 32 on the play.
Detroit.
They'll drop to throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And the Lions first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now left side on the swing pass. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Down and 3 yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Agnew now to return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Fromm. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Come on, let's go.
25 yards that time.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They run with Hines. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Brown on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
He's going to float this one deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Fromm to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the ball comes loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and 10 from toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, here's Fromm. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Yards to go.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Colts pick it up. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
10 at their own.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And shedding the tackle and now some room. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
The 6-yard line.
Throwing is from. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
To return, here's Agnew. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. I'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a third and goal. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift,
his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Fromm to pass on 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. And let's face it, when they get away from defenders, those guys are quick. And when they go over the top of people and use their bodies, they're just thick. But let's face it,
the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. It got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And he returns this to the 22.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
7-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Number 28, Jonathan Taylor.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one is incomplete.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
the bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
6-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run once more with Taylor. Gets around him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw from. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That's good.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. This is Hines. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Not much there, only a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Romeo Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Makes the score Colts 33.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
10. At their own 27.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
A gain of...
It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 40 yards. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game.
Sander is for the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
22 yards there, a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it's going to be second down.
Kevin King there defensively.
From the gun, it's Fromm. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Colts on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Fromm throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Fromm to throw. And that is incomplete. So decision time now. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And shedding through the tackle. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
This is what we made of right here.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Back to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
24-yard gain.
He's back to throw. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.